Perik Shlishi, Hilchos Chametz U'Matzah, has to do with B'dikas Chametz, and there are 11 halachas. Rambam begins in Perik Gimel Halacha Aleph, Kishaboidig Odom Mechabes B'Leilei Abo also. We'll go to the Peirush, that you can burn your chametz on the night of the 14th. When a person's boidig is chametz and he looks into the cracks and the holes on the night of the 14th, moitzi is chametz ben achoirim. He takes out the chametz from the holes and achmoyes and from the hidden places, and azovyos from the corners, and we call mokim in every place shemotza le chametz. He finds chametz and mekavetz hakoil. He takes all of it and manicha b'mokim echad. He places it in one place ad tchilas shor shishas b'yoyim, until the beginning of the 14th day, until the before the 6th hour of the 14th day. Mevaroi. If he wants to destroy it on the night of the 14th, he can do so. The Magen Mishnah cites the source as Psochim Yud Aleph, and he burns it at the beginning of the 6th hour. And he takes all the chametz when he checked it. Now, it says if he wants to burn it the night of the 14th, he can do so. The Magen Mishnah says there's no question about that. Lagos Maimonides brings from Psochim Yud Bei that what he leaves over after the B'dika, he should put it in a hidden place. It would seem Rabbeinu Yehuda that he has to leave it because it's better to burn it, the chametz l-2-3, right after the B'dika. The Chach Noag, and he take Rabbeinu Yehuda Mishapira used to burn it at night. The Rambam says that if you want to, you can burn it at night, immediately after the B'dika. Today we usually burn it in the morning. We'll go to the next page, next halacha. In halacha base, the Rambam says HaChometz shemeniach b'leilei abo also. The chometz that he left over on the night of the 14th, which he wants to eat on the morrow in the morning, because you can eat it till the end of the 4th hour. It doesn't talk about he found it in the holes or the cracks or the corners, but rather chametz that he set aside to eat. He doesn't leave it all over the place, spread out. He puts them away in a vessel, in a safe place, hidden place, or in a certain corner. And he should be careful with it, because if he won't be careful with it, and he finds something missing, so he'll have to go check it again. Maybe Maris took it. The Magen Mishnah cites the Mishnah. And what you leave over, you leave it in mitzina, hidden, so that you shouldn't have to check it. And the Gemara says, Omar Mori, there's a Gzeira, maybe he'll leave 10 and he'll find 9. We're afraid that a rodent took it. As we learned before in the previous parakim. And therefore, he has to put it away in a safe place. We'll go to the next page, the next halacha. When the 14th day of Nisan is on Shabbos, you can't check Friday night within there. So we have to see what is the time of taking care of chametz and burning it on the 14th of Nisan when Shabbos is the 14th, and how much should you leave over for Shabbos itself. So Rambam says, if the 14th day in the night thereof is on Shabbos, so you have to do it on the night of Thursday night, Friday, which is Friday, the night of Friday, which is the night of the 13th, because the candle has to be used. And he leaves over bread. He should be able to eat at Arba Shos B'Yom Shabbos until the 4th hour of the day of Shabbos. He puts it away in a safe place. And the rest he burns and gets rid of before Shabbos. What does he do with chametz that's left over after he's completed eating his sudas on Shabbos and the fourth hour has arrived? He has leftover chametz. He nullifies it with all of kli, and he puts on it a vessel ad matzoy yom tov rishon until the end of Yom Tov, because in Yom Tov you can't burn chametz either, and then only then does he burn it. The Ravid disagrees with the Rambam on this. Amar Avram. The Ravid says Harav. He refers to the Rav as being the Rif. Loikozev came. Does not write so. The Rif at the end of Sochim takes all the Gemaras that are relevant la'aloch, and he only jots down those Gemaras. He only wrote that Ela b'Truma, only regarding Truma, Hushemavio Mashaya, that he has to leave it over. Al b'chulon einam avayar klum. He doesn't have to burn anything Erev Shabbos, Ela b'zmanoi, only when the time of beer is on Shabbos itself. V'zeh ki Rabbi Eliezer ben Yehuda ish bar Tulsa. This goes according to what Rabbi Eliezer bar Yehuda, a man who lived in Bartusa, Rabbi Eliezer ben Tzodik, and Rabbi Eliezer, the son of Tzodik, the Tavayu Sfiolu Kadodi. Both of them are of the same opinion. V'chein Iker. The Ravid is saying that the Rambam should pass like the Riv, that the only time you have to leave over is with Truma, but anything that's not Truma, you get rid of before Shabbos. So Magen Mishnah cites the Mikor, the Rambam in the Brisa. Yudala Shechali is b'Shabbos. We find in the Brisa, the Rambam, when he has a Brisa to define the situation, uses it. If the 14th day happened on Shabbos, you get rid of everything before Shabbos, and you burn Trumat Tmeis also before Shabbos. Luyas v'Doiros, whether we're not sure if they're Tamei or even Torah, you're not going to use it on Shabbos. Mishayim min ha-Toros, all that we leave over from the Torah is Mosin Shtei Sudos. There are two meals, he says, K'dei le'echol ad shas dalashos b'yom, the night meal and the morning meal till the fourth hour. That's what Rabbi Eliezer ben Yehuda Batur says, who said the name of Rabbi Yeshua. Trumas Tmeis, Truma Tmeya, even on a regular day, there's a mitzvah to be served them. Truma Tluyos, we're not sure if they became Tomei. We keep them and leave them in the rest of the year. You can't eat them because they may be Tomei. You can't burn them because maybe they're not Tomei. Therefore, even since we are even burned Trumas Tahiris and Yud Gimel Erev Shabbos, therefore we burn everything, even that which is questionably Tomei. At the end of the Brisa it says, that they did not step away from there until they said the Halacha is that you do it Erev Shabbos, you burn all the Truma. The Rambam adds that what it says in the Brisa, that we burn everything before Shabbos, means Chulin as well. And you only leave yourself that which you need for Shabbos. So the Magen Mishnah says, proves that this understanding of the Rambam from the Brisa, because we would only be talking about on Trumas. The Brisa should have said, Yudala that happened on Shabbos, you turn Trumas, Tluyos, Tmeis, the Tahiris. You burn Trumas, whether they are questionably Tomei, definitely Tomei, or not Tomei. And they shouldn't have used the language which means everything including Chulin. And it means Chulin as well, and this is what the Magen Mishnah wants to prove, the Rambam's assertion that you burn everything except what you need for Shabbos. And that's what we find in the Mishnah Sochim, Stam Mishnah 49a. For the 14th day of Nisan that happened on Shabbos, you burn everything, because even Chulin we burn. And even though the Chacham disagree that you only burn it on a time when the time comes, since the Mishnah is referring to everything, even to chulin. And the Brisa says the halacha is like a veloza ish batura. Therefore, we paskin according to Abelazar, and we burn everything erev Shabbos, the 13th, and you leave from the chometz enough to eat from it. Now, the Maggid Mishnah says that you leave 2 meals. Even though Shabbos you eat 3 meals, and furthermore, that from Abelazar says Mashayrim me'atohiros, even though that you're it might become tomei. Certainly, you can do so. You can leave over chulin for Shabbos, even though it's going to become chometz on Pesach. The Maggid Mishnah says there were those who were machmir not to leave any chometz for Shabbos, so lechol matzah shiur, to eat matzah shiur, which is made with juice instead of water, matzah ketikuno, even before chatzos. And we'll see in Perek Vav Halacha Yud Beis whether you're allowed to do that or what the meaning is today, or they would eat other things on Shabbos. There are other shitos, and who say that you don't get rid of the chulin only bismanoi. This is what the Ravid says, like Rabbi Eliezer. Hakol, that means only trumos have to be done on Friday, because you have to burn it. And according to them, the Varaz Hakol is only talking about trumas, tluyos, tmeyos, tmeyos. Chulin, you do it in Shabbos itself, like the Rif. At the end, the Maggid Mishnah agrees with the Rambam and the Goinim that even chulin, that you do not leave for Shabbos to eat, you should burn it erev Shabbos. Mitzvah Hashem will get to Halacha Daled in the next year.